Have you ever done this? You ask an AI to explain some really complex topic, maybe something like translation theory, and what you get back is just completely useless and generic. Yeah, it's super frustrating. But what if the problem isn't the AI? What if it's how we're asking? Today, we're going to crack open the AI Prompt Toolkit. This is a framework that's going to completely change how you work with AI, turning it into a seriously powerful partner for your studies.
Oh man, look at this. This right here, this is Prompt 0. Explain linguistics. It's so vague, there's no structure, and it's exactly why the AI spits back some boring, watered-down textbook definition that doesn't actually help you learn anything. This is the root of almost all the frustration, and we're going to fix it, starting right now.
Okay, here's the big mindset shift you have to make. AI is not a magic crystal ball. It's a cognitive tool. And just like any tool, it's all about how you use it. This equation says it all. The quality of your input directly, and I mean directly, equals the quality of your output. Your prompt isn't just a question you're shouting into the void. It's a detailed set of instructions for a very powerful, very literal assistant.
So to get those brilliant outputs, you have to master the input. It's that simple. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how you can do that. We're going to turn your AI interactions from a total crapshoot into a reliable, high-quality academic resource. So, where do you even start? It's one thing to say, be more specific, but what are the actual ingredients of a great prompt? Let's break it down into its core components. It all starts with these 5 essential variables. I want you to think of this as your pre-flight checklist for every single time you interact with an AI. Before you even start writing, you need to know your objective, the source material it should use, the format you want, the difficulty level, and this is a big one, the role you want the AI to play. Getting these 5 things clear in your head first is the absolute secret to precision. Now, how do you juggle all 5 of those variables every single time without it feeling like a ton of work? Well, that's where this awesome, easy-to-remember framework comes in, the ROLE formula. This is your blueprint. This is how you build prompts that actually work. And here it is. R is for role. Who should the AI act as? A university professor? A skeptical colleague? O is for objective. What specifically do you need it to do? L is for limits or sources. What's the sandlot it has to play in? And E is for expected format. How do you want the answer to look? A table? Bullet points? A paragraph? And to make it ridiculously easy, here's a master template. This is your launchpad. You literally just copy it, paste it, and fill in the blanks using the variables we just talked about. No more guessing, no more hoping for the best, just a clear structure that gets results. Okay, so we've got the theory, we've got the template. Now let's see how this thing actually performs when the rubber meets the road. Let's throw some real academic tasks at it. Take a look at this. Instead of that lazy prompt, explain tell me's lexicalization. This one assigns the AI the role of a professor, gives it a specific objective, demands a table format, and sets the difficulty. And the result? It's a clear, structured, incredibly useful explanation. It's the difference between a fuzzy idea and real understanding. And what's so cool is how incredibly versatile this is. It's not a one-trick pony. By just tweaking the role and objective, you can transform the AI from a concept explainer into an exam simulator that generates practice exercises. Or you can turn it into a personal tutor that simplifies really dense academic text and pulls out the key vocabulary for you. You know, when you really get down to it, most of your academic work boils down to these 5 core functions. If you can master building prompts for these 5 verbs, explain, summarize, generate exercises, generate questions, and evaluate, you have basically covered 90% of your needs. This is your essential academic toolkit. All right, but let's talk about the elephant in the room, accuracy. How can you be sure the AI isn't just making stuff up? This next technique, this is the ultimate pro move. This is the game changer. Because that's the #1 concern, right? For anybody using AI for serious work. How can you trust the information? How do you prevent it from just inventing facts, what we call hallucinations? The answer is so simple, but it is so powerful. By adding this one little phrase, based only on the text provided, you completely change the game. You force the AI to stick to your source material, your textbook chapter, your lecture notes, or research paper. This one command is your safety net. It dramatically reduces hallucinations and grounds every single output in fact. So let's bring it all home. On the left,
You've got that weak, vague prompt we started with. Explain this. And on the right, you have a prompt that's been properly engineered. It's specific. It defines the format. It sets the level. The difference in the quality of the answer you're going to get is it's night and day.
And here you go. This is the gold standard prompt. This is what it looks like when you put everything we've talked about together. It has a role, it's grounded in a source, it specifies the format, sets the level, and it even asks for practice questions. You can steal this structure and adapt it for literally any subject.
And to make this a habit, just use this pre-flight checklist. Before you hit send, just run through this in your head real quick. Did I set the role? Is my objective specific? Did I provide sources? Is the format clear? And did I set the difficulty? It takes 5 seconds and makes all the difference.
Because ultimately, this AI prompt toolkit isn't about getting quick answers or having a machine do your work. It goes right back to that first idea. It's a cognitive tool. Using this framework actually forces you to think more clearly about what you're trying to learn. It deepens your own understanding before the AI even writes a single word.
So the framework is yours now. The tools are in your hands. The only question left is, what's that one complex idea you're going to go and master first?